Okay.
AUX.
AUX, bitch. So we ended up... Where the fuck's my mouse at? Oops. We ended up at this part. And we do this. And what we do then is we basically play the harmony for the guitar. Right? That's the thing that you just gotta memorize. There's no other way. 9, 12, 9, 14, 7, 9, 5, 7, 5, 7. And to get this wing wing kind of effect, what we do is we slide up to the notes. So we go. Can be difficult to hit the correct frets, obviously. I'm just gonna practice that. And what comes then is the second hardest riff in my mind. Let's see whether I can still play it. So the measures are 6/8 for the most part. We'll get to that. The first one is just empty A string, then 9 on the G string, that's an E, and then the empty A string again, and the empty A string again. And we do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because the measure has 6/8. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next measure, the rhythm is staying the same. Next measure is just A with octave. So 7th fret D string, so another A. So what we do is A. So the first measure is. The second measure is. The third measure is just the octaves. Then comes a 3/8 measure, which is 10 and then empty A string. 10 on the D string, empty A string. So it's 1, 2, 3. So we got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then another 6/8 where we play 10 on the D string, empty A string, 12 on the G string for a quarter note, and then the 10 on the D string again. So what we do is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ba boom bam bam. We're essentially doing this da 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 da, but with this added A. So da 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 da. So the whole thing, then it loops. So the whole thing, wait, it doesn't loop yet, but it's gonna loop in a second. Those first 5 measures, they go like this. Right, and then comes this part. This is a 3 on the D string and 5 on the G string, so it's a 5th again. fourth, fifth, no, it's the fifth. What you do is strike both, then just the D string, then just the G string, and then the D string. So, and this time we're counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you basically do this for a pretty long time. Second measure is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So both, and then just the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what you do then is both to D string and then do this hammer on. So on the D string, hammer from the 3rd into the 5th fret, and then clip the 5th fret again. So what we got so far is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then comes the 3/8 measure, which is just G string and D string, both in 5th fret for the entire measure, so for 3/8. 1, 2, 3, and 1 second. What comes then is kind of funny. It's so 6/8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So D, then this D, empty D string, 7 on G string, which is also a D, then the empty D string again, and then this E here, 9 on the D string, G string goes in them. So, and because then it starts over, we started with this, the end sounds, or the loop sounds like this. We can stay right here because we were using that before. So this second half of that riff is like, hang on. And then we start with this again. So we got start over. It's possible that I miscounted right there. That's not so bad. And then at the very end, where we would usually play this, we omit this one. So we just play D, 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 and then A, empty A string. So the very end is like this. Not the end of the song, the end of that part, right? So go through that whole thing twice, and once again we're coming from this. It wants to start, but it can't. It's still stuck here. And then shit hits the fan.